Hi everybody, welcome to my channel Nicklix. In today's tutorial, I am going to tell you what are the uses of SQL, and as you know, whatever programming language you choose in the front end, either it is Python or it is PHP or it is Java or any JS technology, the backend where the database is stored is mostly, in most of the cases, it's MySQL, right? You can use Django, this MongoDB also, but most of the time we have noticed that MySQL is an open source database, so mostly MySQL is being used, right? So in order to have a good control on your database, you need to know all the SQL queries that are being used. Some of the important queries like joins are like mostly and not mostly, we can say it's a very important part of your SQL this database. And also there are many queries like group by queries is there, that your having clause is there, then distinct is there. So there are many queries that are being used in your project. So we need to learn all these queries one by one. So in order to start, I'm just implementing all the queries over here. You can use these queries in your project as well. And as the output is shown right in the front of me, so I will be using the SQL, this MySQL interface as my creating a tutorial, right? So there are two ways to create a database over here. One is by clicking on a database, you can just create, let it be my sample database. So this is also where a database has been created. My sample is a database. So if you want to delete we can click on operations, then the drop the database, then the database is dropped. The second method is to create a database is to just create like a SQL query. Uh, you have to click on a SQL tab and you have to write here as create database MyDB and the semicolon in the end of the query. So create database MyDB database has been created over here. So what I have to do here is now, like I have to create a table with the help of query. So create table, let it be student table. I'm going to create the first column is varchar, the its name and its data type is varchar. So name is a column name and varchar is its data type. Varchar data type means that it contains alphabet and numeric both values. We can define its range over here, like 255, and marks as integer 11, and grade as varchar 255. So the student table will be created over here, and with a column name as name, marks, and grade. You have to notice one thing, that if you want to create a table in SQL, you don't have to use this space in between your column names. You have to either use underscore. If you want to use space, you can use underscore. uh, Not even like you have to make its case sensitive, like you have not to declare in this way, this n is bigger, so you have not to declare this way, it should be a small letters, right? So go. So MyDB database, it contains now a table named students with the column name, marks, and grade, right? Then coming to the next part, we have to insert a record in a database. In this table, insert into student name, marks, and grade. See, you have to specify the column name over here. It's a good idea to define a column name like the name, marks, and grade, because if you want to differentiate, in most of the tables, as I will tell you in my later video, that we create a ID column, a ID field or a column in most of the tables to have a unique records or unique row references. Uh, in the later video, I'm going to explain that as well. So we have to specify this column names in order to make a query more reliable, more precise and clear. So I'm inserting into my student table, and the columns names are name, marks, and grade. And as varchar name is a varchar value, so I'm writing here as John as the name value which will be inserted. 10 will be the marks, and the grade will be B plus plus. So if I'm going to insert like I'm going to copy this, the semicolon, if I'm going to go, so go will just insert one query over here, one row inserted, and if I'm going to click on browse, so here the name John, the marks 10 and B plus plus. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just putting a semicolon, and I will write some 10 names over here. So John is being right, then you can write here as Aman. It's 20 C++, then B++, D++. Just I'm giving a random grades. It's not a real one. So A++ and B++, right? So John, many, uh, Rachel, Simmer, let's be John 1, John 2, and John 3. So 100, let it be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So I have written these all values over here, and if I'm going to click on a go button, it will just insert all these rows in a single instance, right? So in this way, you can add multiple records in your table in SQL with the help of SQL query. So this was all about insert. We have done as create table. Then we have used the insert query. Uh, Now I'm going to select, either you have to click on a browse button, or by in SQL you can just put here as select star from student. So what it will be going to happen is, if I'm going to click on a select star from student, it will display all the records of the table. So select query has been implemented. Now what I have to do here is I have to alter my table. See, if you have to alter the table, alter table student, add column, you can say city varchar 255. So go. So alter table student, add city varchar 255. If I'm going to check the structure of a table, the city column is being added and it's varchar. So we have altered the table as city column is being added and no data is being supplied over there. So it is displaying me the null by default, right? So if I'm going to what I'm going to do here is, if John, we have to update city name where the name is John. So SQL update is a query, student is a table name. I can write here as set city equals to California, where name equals to John. So in the last semicolon, see, one row affected, and if I'm going to browse this, it has been updated the city to California where the name is John. So a simple query is that like update, you have to specify the update student, whatever the table you are having. Set is inbuilt, you can say it's a keyword of SQL statement. Set whatever you want to set, whatever the column you want to set city equals to like Sydney, where name equals to Ray. So update student, student table will be updated. It will set the city to Sydney where the name is Ray. So if I'm going to click on a go, one row affected, and here the Sydney value is been updated in the city column where the name is Ray, right? So this is basically your the select, alter, and your update query. Leaving behind is a delete query. So I have to delete the field with the name John hyphen 3. So for that the query will be delete from delete from student where name equals to John hyphen 3. So it will delete a record from student table where name is equals to John 3. So if I'm going to click on a go, see it's giving me the message that you really want to execute delete from students. If I go on OK, then one row is affected, and if I'm clicking on a browse button, see the John 3 row is being deleted over here, right? So in this way you can just delete your you can say row from your SQL database, SQL table. So up till now we have created a create, insert, select, alter, update, and delete one, right? So next part is, see, if I'm going to check here is like if I look on a grade part, we don't have a distinct grade over here. Means A plus plus is repetitive by two times, right? And B plus plus is also repetitive by two times. So what I have to do here is, see, there is an option of edit inline over here. So I will implement the where condition, like select star from student where, so where the grade equals to B plus plus. So the where clause will be implemented after the table name, like select star from student where grade equals to B plus plus. So this query displays all the records with grade B plus plus. So if I'm going to go, so only two records is being shown, like select star from student where grade equals to B plus plus. Only two records is being shown where the grade B plus plus exists over there, right? So in this way you can just put like anything over here, like select star from student, it will show the everything. So if I'm going to check as select star from student where a grade equals to A plus plus, so select star from student where grade equals to A plus plus, so go. So here only the records that have the grade A plus plus will be shown to you, right? So this is the way you can implement your where clause, right? Moving to the next part. So we have done the where clause also. So moving to the next part, see, there are like A plus plus is in the repetitive mode, and the B plus plus is in the repetitive mode. What I have to do here is I have to select distinct. Like first of all, if I want only name and marks from this table, I can put here. See, select star will pick all the column names of your table, right? select star from student, so it will pick up all the column names of your table. But if you edit inline, so if you want only two column names, like you can specify over here, select name marks from student. So here your table becomes, so you have two fields from your table. It selects name marks from student, so name and marks will be selected from your table name, right? Now moving to the next part, we have done as a column picking from query, right? So the next part is, if I'm going to click right here as select star from student, so all the columns has been displayed. So next part is, I have to check that how much grade the distinct grades existed, because B++, B++ is in the repetitive mode, A++ and A++ is in the repetitive mode. What I have to do here is select distinct grade from student. So if I'm going to click here is, so see the distinct grades comes. What does distinct means? Distinct means like B++ and A++ was in the repetitive mode, means a B++ grade was assigned to more than one student. So here what I have done here is like only the unique values, the unique grades that are assigned. Either see, it has been, if I'm going to click on a browse, B++ is in further rows also, in further records also, B++ can be assigned. If I have to check the unique values, how many unique values I have in my table, how many unique grades I am having, so for that there is a query, select distinct grade from student. So what it will be doing is, it will be selecting the distinct grade from your student tables, right? So currently these are the distinct grades. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total 6 grades is being exist, is the distinct grade in your table, right? So this is basically the distinct command. Moving to the next command is where we have implemented. So next part is the end part. So select star from student, where what I have to write here is where name equals to John, and let's check, we can just update it. So what we are going to do here is select star from student, where name equals to John and grade equals to B++. So if I'm going to click on go, so basically here it will check as if it will select that particular record from student table where name equals to John, means name will have a value of John and grade column will have the value of B++. If both the column contains that particular value which I have assigned over here, then only the records will be shown, right? Because in AND condition, both the name and grade, both condition should stand true. If it stands true, then only record will display, otherwise it will not display. For example, if I have written here is select star from student, where name equals to John and grade equals to C++. So name equals to John exists, but there is not any record in which grade is C++ of John. So both these condition needs to be true. But we have a name with John, but we don't have a grade with C++ that is assigned to John. So in this case, no record will be displayed, right? So either it is the first condition if it becomes false, or if second condition becomes false. If in both any one becomes false, then AND condition will not display any record. So this is basically the use of AND. And if I put OR over here, so it will show the record from student table where name is equals to John or grade equals to C++. So either we are having a name John or we are having a grade C++, it will be showing me that particular. So it has shown me the two records with me, one with the name John and second with the grade C++ that is been assigned to Aman. So student table have shown me the record where name is equals to John or grade equals to C++. So in this case, in the case of OR, if both conditions are false, means if name equals to John does not exist in your table and grade equals to C++ does not exist in your table, then it will shows us nothing. It will not show any single record to me. But either if both of either in both of them one condition is true, then it will show that particular record. So in this case, where the name equals to John name exists, it is been showing, it has shown me that record also. And in the second case where the grade was C++, either the name John exists or not in that particular row. So in C++ row, either the John exists or not, it will rather show me that particular row, right? So in our condition, if both the condition are false, then it will not show me the results. Otherwise, it will always show me the results. So these are basically the the and or queries you can just implement in your database. Fine. So moving to the next part, there is order by clause, order by. So what does order by means? There are two syntax of order by. The one is uh, just select star from student. Order by, so order by name. By default, order by name, if I'm writing this after my this table name, select star from student means it will select the student, select the records from student table, order by name. So here the John comes first, then money. So in this query, it will arrange all the records alphabetically wise, because we have implemented a query as select star from student order by name. So order by name means alphabetically it will arrange all the records or all the rows that is been existing in the SQL table, student table. So this is basically the order by name in which A to Z sequence will be implemented. And if I'm going to reverse the sequence, then I have to put here as DESC. What does it means? It means descending. So order by name, it will go in the descending part. So the simmer is been so name part has been reversed. So simmer, Russell, the decreasing order means Z to A is implemented over here, right? So this is basically the order by clause you can use in your SQL queries. Then you can also tell which order by you want to follow, right? So edit inline, select star from student, order by name. So it has arranged me in the name manner. So I can also check that order by name comma marks. So the first preference will be given to the name in the ascending order, then the second preference will be given to the marks. So name, it has found the name in my database, so preference was given to name and it is being arranged in the ascending order. Then the second priority or the second sequence of my order, ascending order, will be of marks, because after name it will check the marks for the ascending order, right? Because it the full row is a one single record. So first of all, if name is being arranged alphabetically wise, it will not matter, like, because the first preference has been given to the name column. So in this way you can just like specify order by name. And marks means, first of all, the name preference will be given, name column preference will be given for ascending order. And if name column does not exist, or like if any issues, like if if any issues has been there in that particular column, so the second preference will be given to the marks column, right? So in this way you can just check, uh, you can just arrange your this record in the ascending and descending lines, right? So moving to the next part. So there is a query with select top 5 from student. uh, okay, so there was something, select top 5 from student, limit 0 comma 5. There was something issue. Mhm. Okay, select top 5 star from student. Mm, selection does not contain the unique column. Go edit, delete. Okay, we are not having a unique column here. So for the right now, I'm going to skip this, the select top one. In the meantime, I'm going to like tell you the various function that exist in your SQL query. So moving to the next part, uh, select count name from student. So what does it will count? It will count how many names is existed in your current table. So total 8 names is being existed, or 8 records are present in your current table. So select count. Count is an inbuilt function. So name is a column name. So total we are having 8 records in your name column. So you can also specify its name also, because by default it is showing me the function name only, count name. So select count name as total records from student. So right now the column name is being changed. If you want that you have to check how many records are present in your table, you can just count. You can just use the inbuilt function count. So moving to the next part, if I click on a browse button, we have a marks. We want to check what is the maximum and minimum marks in your marks column. So select maximum marks from student as maximum marks. So go. So here it is being displayed that the maximum marks of your table is 100. So Same thing. So minimum, we can check minimum marks as, I can specify here as minimum marks from student. So 10 is the minimum marks. We have completed with edit this count. Then if you want to do sum, then simple, there is a sum function. Select sum marks as total from student. So it will calculate the marks, it will add all the records that are present in your marks column. So all the records that is present in your marks column, if you want to do sum over here, select sum marks from student. So total there is 330, means 330 marks has been assigned to all these students, right? So moving to the next part, after sum we can also find the average marks from student. See, so this is the average of the marks that is been assigned, that is been entered in your student table, right? So this is basically some of the function in SQL query. So next comes the like. For example, we have a select star from student. If you want to check that, you want to find the names that starts from J, means you want to find the names that starts from J, then you have to do here as select star from student where name like single quote. I have to find the records that starts from J percentage. What does it means? It means like the first character will be J, and at the after J there can be any character. So select star from student where name like J percent. So if I'm going to click on a go, it has displayed me all the records that is starting from J. So basically where name like J, what does it mean is it will fetch all the records that are starting from J character. So moving to the next part, if I click on a browse button, so I want to fetch all the records that ends with N, so select star from student where name like percent %n. What does it mean? It means it will show all the records that have the ending name as N. So in John, its ending name as N, and in Aman, its ending name is N. So it is been like basically N should be a last character in your string, and in the front it can be anything, because percentage denotes anything, any character or any number. It will only check that your last character of a word should end with N. So this was the you can say to check with the help of this putting a character in the front or in the back. So moving to the next part, like if I click on a browse button, so I want my I want those names that have a intermediate between them, a as a center word between a string. So where name like percentage, it should be, because we want to fetch all the records that contains a in the middle, not in the first, not in the last, in the middle. So go. So it has displayed me all the records because Aman A has been written here in the center one, then in money it has been written, then it's A is written in simmer and A is written in rate. So in this way, by putting a percentage sign in the front as well as in the back, you can just check out your um, the records that are like having an intermediate value of A, right? So moving to the next part, like I want to select those records that have the second character as O. So I'm going to explain you with the help of query. Select star from student where name like single quote. So if I have to leave my first character, so I will put an underscore over here. So underscore and O then percent. So what does it will find? It will find me that particular record that have O character at its second position. So go. So John is having O as its second character. So by default, it has displayed me that particular record. Fine. So in this way, you can just check your different queries, or you can find most of the time these all like queries. These all are implemented in your shopping cart website, because at that time in the shopping cart website there are a lot of filters. You select by brand, you select by price range, you select by this fabric. So there are many filters. So in that case, there are very strong, you can say, reasons that you can use like statements over there. Instead, the like statements are definitely we using in that platforms, right? So this is basically your the SQL statements with the like condition. So moving to the next part, now I'm going to introduce the in method, the in keyword. So select star from student where name, we can say where grade in. So right now we are just putting two conditions, like two conditions we can put with the help of and or we are putting only one condition if we have a multiple choice option, like we want to select from 4 to 5 records. So for that what we have to do here is I'm clicking on a browse button. So here edit inline. What I'm going to select here is select star from students where grade in. I want to fetch A plus plus grade, B plus plus, C plus plus, and D plus plus. So in where grade in A plus plus, comma separated in single quotes B plus plus. So here you can specify n number of conditions C plus plus, C plus plus. So select star from student, it will pick the records from student where grade in A plus plus, B plus plus, C plus plus, and D plus plus. These four conditions should exist in your table. So by clicking on a go function, so it is being displayed the records with grade as A, B, C, and D. And if I'm clicking on a browse button, it's showing me F and E also. But if I'm going to write that particular query, so only if I'm going to write in query, it will show me only that records that exist by specifying the parameters, right? So next is your between query. So select star from students where marks between 20 and 60. So all the records that are all the marks that are between 20 and 60 will be displayed from student table. So all the records, all the marks between 20 and 60 are displayed in your student table, right? So in this way, you can just implement your between query, like where see now I'm going to explain you not in query. So where I can say like select star from student where grade not in. I've specifies the four grades over here: A plus plus, B plus plus, C plus plus, and D plus plus. So earlier I was including that rows that contains grades as A plus plus, B plus plus, C plus plus, D plus plus. Now I'm fetching those records, those result sets from my table where grade is not in A plus plus, B plus plus, C plus plus, and D plus plus. So if I'm clicking on a go, so only E plus plus and F plus plus records are shown because we have specified that we have to show that particular records where grade is not in A plus plus, B plus plus, C plus plus, and D plus plus. So in this way, you can just you can just have that particular records that you does not that you require and which you does not require, you can specify in not in clause, right? So these are the you can say the functions of in and not in that you can implement in your tables. Fine. So moving to the next part, see what I'm going to do here is now like B plus plus and is the two grade with me. So B plus plus is having the John with marks 10 and B plus plus, money with marks 10 and B plus plus, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to implement group by clause. So what is group by clause? Group by clause is basically if B plus plus this is one group B plus because these are basically the two records that have a grade as B plus plus, then C plus plus is single, D plus plus is single, A plus plus is also having the two records, so it will be becoming also a group. So E plus plus and F plus plus is a single. So we have a two total B plus plus group and A plus plus group and D A E F D E F and C will be the unique value. Fine. So here I'm going to write a query. Select star from student. Select star from student. We can just here like put a sum. Select sum marks, comma. Select name sum marks grade from student group by grade. So go see. A plus plus was in the repetitive mode and B plus plus was in the repetitive mode. What it has done is simmer it's group by grade, so A plus plus is shown only once. See, A plus plus is shown only once because A plus plus is this one and A plus plus is John 2. So I have implemented here as select star from student. It's not student. I have written here as sum marks as total, then name, grade, name, and I can specify in the front only have a better clarification. So go. I think something I have not implemented group by clause. Group by, great. So go. So what it is being done here is the simmer record and the John record was having the grade as A plus plus, and just it has assured that marks, the sum marks will be displayed as total column, and where A plus plus and B plus plus grade exist, it will make it will convert that record in, it will just make the total of that particular row of marks column, right? To make you understand, I'm just creating a, like, opening it as in another tab. See, we have done here as select name. The name has been selected, some marks as total. So total is been displayed. Total is the column name that is being displayed over here. The grade is a column name. From student, group by grade. So group by grade, what it has done is A plus plus, simmer 30 A plus plus, and John 260 A plus plus. It has picked 30 marks and 60 marks. Sum up these two records that have the grade A plus plus. So 30 plus 60 becomes 90. And as simmer is the first record, so simmer it is displayed only simmer, and the record total is 90. So grade is A plus plus. Same is in the case of John. We have a first record of John with B plus plus and its marks is 10. Then we have a record of money with B plus plus grade and have a marks as 100. So it will sum 100 plus 10 because they both have same grade. 100 plus 10 is 110. So it has displayed 110, and B plus plus it has been displayed over here because John was the first record, so it has picked only John. Then Aman is having your C++ grade, as C++ is only the single in the whole table, so it will not sum up, so only the 20 is being displayed. Same in the rest of the cases D, E and F. So group by will just make assures you that the common grades will be displayed only once, and whatever the function, additional function you want to do over here is, you can just specify here, right? So I have made the group by grade. The grade has been grouped. It is only showing me the unique grade, as well as whatever the marks exist in the corresponding rows, it has sum up that particular marks, right? So group by clause is also associated itself with the having clause also. So here if I'm going to write as having total greater than 100. So I want to displace those particular group that have a total marks greater than 100. So having will always be you can say associated with group by clause. So where the group by clause exists, or any query which is been implementing itself, the group by clause in itself will also can also use having clause, right? So having total greater than 100. So if I'm going to click on a go function, it will displays me the group by record of those that is having the total column value as is as greater than 100. So this is basically the having and group by clause. I hope you have understood all these queries. I will be posting a new video, the final video, and the second video of SQL tutorial. Uh, so if you like this video, do like and share my video, and do subscribe my channel so that you can have updates regarding all the latest technologies and all the tutorials of technicals. Thanks for watching my video.